Hey everyone, it's Melanie. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to teach you how to crochet these mini stockings. They're about 3 inches by 6 inches and they are great for gift cards, little presents, small gifts. They take about a half hour to crochet them. I did these live on Facebook, on my Facebook Lives on Mondays at 1 p.m. Pacific time, and they were such a huge hit, and everyone was begging me for a YouTube version. So we're going to do these, and in this version, I'm going to do a different color for the heel, just to show you that option as well. Let's get started. I'm going to be crocheting with this green color. It's going to be green, white, and then green, just to show you a different variation. You can use a worsted weight yarn, that's what I'm going to be using, and a eye hook or a 5.25 millimeter. So go ahead and grab those things and let's get started. We're going to start out with a magic circle. I have an entire video on the magic circle if you need a refresher on that, or if you have trouble with the magic circle, you can chain 4 and slip stitch back to the beginning to create your circle that way. The written instructions are going to be on my blog. I'll put the link right up here so that you guys can take a look at that. If you need the written instructions, magic circle, wrap around a couple of fingers, pull the working yarn through and create a little stitch. This is going to be using mostly a single crochet stitch. So this is a good beginner option. I think if you're a beginner and you made a couple of things, you'll be just fine making this. We are going to be doing 10 single crochets in the circle. So there's 1. So the single crochet is insert your hook, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through both loops, and that is your single crochet. We need a total of 10. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to speed through this on the YouTube version a little bit quicker. On the blog post, I embedded the Facebook Live where I did it, the whole thing live with you guys. So if that kind of a format is helpful for you, you can check that out. Otherwise, I'm going to skip all of the boring parts and do 10 single crochets in the circle. All right, here's our 10 single crochets. Now we can pull on that magic circle end and cinch up that hole. That's what I love about the magic circle. It makes that part really easy, excuse me. Now we are going to slip stitch at the beginning. Pull that through here, chain 1, and then we're going to do 2 single crochets in each one of the stitches going all the way around for a total of 20. All right, so it's 2 single crochets in each stitch. So here's the first one, and then back in the same stitch for number 2. Okay, so 1 and then 2. Do that in all of the stitches going all the way around. You should have a total of 20 at the end. All right, here we go, slip stitching back to the beginning, chain 1. Now what we're going to do is single crochet in all of the stitches going all the way around for the next several rows. So we are creating the toe portion of the stocking. So we did here, the next one, and then you're going to just do 1 single crochet in each going all the way for this many rows. So I'm going to put a stitch marker in here just to make it easy for you guys to see it as well once we kind of get going here. 1 single crochet in each stitch going all the way around. Continue that, I'll meet you back here. Okay, so here we are back at the beginning where our stitch marker was. Now instead of slip stitching chaining 1, we're just going to continue that single crochet going all the way around. So this was round 1 with the 10, round 2 with the 20, round 3 with the single crochet in each stitch going all the way around, and you need to continue doing 1 single crochet in each stitch going all the way around till row 11. All right, So just go ahead and ignore that stitch marker and just continue right up to the next stitch. Remember, this is the right side, this is the wrong side. So as it's formulating the toe portion, we want the right side facing out. All right, so go ahead and continue 1 single crochet in every stitch going all the way around till you reach row 11. I will meet you there. Okay, here we go. Now, can compare this here. This is the regular Red Heart Super Saver, and this is the Red Heart with Love, which is a little bit larger. So if you want to stop at row 10 for the slightly smaller yarns, you can, and I will differentiate that in the written instructions on the blog post. Up to you. We are going to finish up here. We did the single crochet, and I'm going to slip stitch, and then we are going to cut this and fasten it off. So you can pull that yarn through. Okay, so now when we are making our heel, what we're going to need to do, and you can weave these in now or you can weave them in later. I'm just going to tuck them in here for now just to get them out of the way. The idea behind the heel is we're going to create a wall that kind of jets up from our little toe portion here. So we're going to make a single crochet. We're going to start here, single crochet around half of our toe portion. So that's about 10 stitches, right? Chain 1 and then turn back and come back around. And we're going to do that for 5 rows. All right, so just to give you an idea, just so that you learn a little bit about the construction if you wanted to modify anything. So let's add our new yarn here. All right, so I'm going to tie that down, put my tail in here, insert, pull that up, slip stitch. Okay, so let's single crochet for 10 stitches. All right, so there was 1, 2, 3, 4, and 10. So that's the idea. If you wanted to make a smaller stocking or a bigger stocking, basically we want our toe to take up half, our heel to take up half of our toe portion of the stocking, all right? So that's the idea. So then we'll chain 1, turn the work, and then we're going to single crochet back across. So single crochet in each stitch going all the way across, chain 1, turn, back across, chain 1, turn, and you need a total of 5 rows. So I'll meet you at the end. Okay, so let's get our last stitch here. Single crochet. And then we will fasten this off as well. And the magic happens when we fold it. Okay? So now we can sew together here. And I'm just going to use my tail. So leave a nice long tail when you fasten it. And you can sew it with a tapestry needle, or you can do it like I'm doing, where I'm just attaching the ends and doing a slip stitch. Can leave your tail a little bit longer than I left mine. But here we go. Whoop. All right, now grab your green again. And I'm going to attach my green back here on the heel. So now we're going to take our single crochet and go all the way around to make the tube portion of our sock. Now it's a little bit tricky on this side of whatever your heel color was. So because let's say we have a stitch here, 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 and here. So we need about 4 stitches to go along this side part. And try to make sure you've got at least 2 strands of yarn above your needle as you pull that through, just so that it's nice and secure. Put one more here. And then you'll travel across and start putting them in the stitches along the front of the stocking, and these are really easy to see. It creates this really seamless look, even though this was actually 2 pieces. Just like you did on the other side. This is the trickiest part, I think, because once you've got all that baseline of stitches, then you just do 1 single crochet in each of them until you reach the desired height of your sock. So we're back around. I'm just going to continue right into that initial stitch that we did. Okay, so single crochet in each one of these stitches all the way around. Now we did 11 rounds for the toe. We did 5 rounds for our heel. And then for the tube portion here, we need about 15. All right, and of course you can adjust that if you want a little shorter, a little taller. If you want to put a band around the top, then you can save the last couple of rows to switch out again for the whites. But go ahead and continue doing 1 stitch all the way around. I'll meet you back here in a few rows to show you how it's looking. All right, here's how it's looking. You can see I'll be crocheting for several more rows, and then I will switch and do a white border. I'll probably make it 1 more row larger than this one, so instead of 2 it'll be 3. So continue and I will show you what it looks like when it's finished. All right, I have done 11 rows of the tube portion, and I want to show you guys, you can see the difference in the yarn weight. Okay, so this is regular worsted weight yarn with an I hook. This is a little bit bigger worsted weight yarn with a J hook, so you can kind of see the difference. You can adjust the pattern accordingly. I will have all of those details in the written instructions on the blog post, but I just did 11, and then I'm going to do 3 at the top for to switch out to the white. Start our stitch, insert your hook, yarn over, pull through, but instead of pulling through the green, we will pull through the white. Tighten everything down. And now we will continue with the white. And I'm going to do 3 rounds of the white, and then we're all done. All right, I have made my 3 rows, and now I'm going to make a little loop for hanging. Optional step, but if you want to be able to hang it on the mantle or something, or on the tree or wherever, you can do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now, however long you want, you can make 6 if you want it to be a little bit shorter. I'm gonna do, let's see how 9 looks. Here, let's do 9, and then we'll slip stitch it back down at the base. Okay, and then we can fasten that off. Pull it through. There we go. And there we have it, our little mini stocking featuring 2 colors and a loop. There's how you make it. It's about 3.5 at the widest point, 2.5 at the narrow point here, and about 6 inches tall. Happy stitching!